Okay, so I'm going to go into more recent poems. This is a series of poems that I've tried to do over the last year or two called American Antidotes. This is America First. Beyond the well, along the dusty road, America First. The acrid, rust-red soil supporting only an occasional small vineyard. They strolled house to house, executing families. We heard a great noise and were all enveloped in a wall of heat and steam, while concrete balconies crashed into parked cars. An officer lowered a plastic bag over her head, while another ground a lit cigarette into her arm. America First. The melting snow, semi-translucent and shining in the lantern glow, seemed to be carved out of a block of amber. We worked our way back, following a little creek, sucking on twigs of sassafras and radiant sunshine, until, fringed by majestic pines, we reached the canyon edge and lit the sacred fire. Although the time scale was so vast and the abuse of evidence so complete as to render it unlikely, the flutes and rattles summoned a universal healing. America First. It was a moment of return. The ancient languages, long declared extinct by the experts, suddenly springing back to life. All we had were elders, drums, spirits, and what they told us. Democracy in America. Ironically, the gang at the top are really just a few punks. The time of the oligarchs always starts like this, unfolding in unthinkable ways before our very eyes, with everybody watching. The news trickling out in spasms, reaching a crescendo when, for example, another 5 mortar rounds kills 9, wounds 40, and mutilates the childhood of an entire generation. Even as we speak, they're trying to destroy the evidence. There is a continuing investigation, of course. There always is. Has there ever been democracy in America? The once and future democracy? Perhaps it can be best understood in the context of billions of years of geologic development, during most of which living organisms closely resembled non-living matter. This, of course, does not necessarily explain consciousness, intelligence, ethics, or behavior. No one can predict the exact moment of the quake, but any reading of history will tell you that strolling along the fault, pronghorn antelopes can hear the schist and granite grinding beneath. The quietest breeze can suddenly rip into a maelstrom, and the swiftest stream can suddenly swirl into a quiet pool of democracy in America. American Overturn. Overturn a brand new leaf, leaf through a dog-eared book, book the DA for felony graft a plum branch onto a peach root, root out the causes of social strife, strive toward revelatory visions, envision the end of bureaucratic dictators, dictate 100 songs about love, love the work you live, live for wholeness and light the fires of forgiveness, forgive the failings of your parents, parent your children to interconnections, interconnect compassion to your world, world consciousness overturns. overturning privatized commons, spurning career politicians, churning ownership patents, burning corporate papers, turning over unjust laws, now all things American overturned. Seamstresses unravel socks, carpenters nail their hammers, omelets flip themselves over, houses balance on their roof ridges, tree roots stretch into the air, cumulus clouds billow into backyards, senior execs pull each other's comb-overs, FBI agents bug each other's phones, peace officers club each other over the head, incumbent office holders change their names, the president's cabinet put on false mustaches, Chamber of Commerce stuffs a brown paper bag, Secretary of the Interior hides in the closet, head of SEC slips through the airport in drag, board chairmen arrive in the Cayman Islands, all the payoffs of all the corporate lobbyists can't buy a jelly sandwich, citizens declare the two-party system under arrest for impersonating democracy, overturning privatized commons, spurning career politicians, churning ownership patents, burning corporate papers, turning over unjust laws, now all things American overturned.